everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea. Today I thought I would do a first impressions of a new palette that I bought. So I've got to do this quick because Mom says she's on her way. I'm filming this on Sunday to put up on Monday. So I've whacked my hair up into a very messy top knot. I've done all of my skincare and all of my makeup except for my eyes, which I thought I would do with you guys. So the new palette is by BH Cosmetics and it's the Love in London palette. I wonder why I wanted this. So I got an Instagram message from my friend Sarah. She sent me a screenshot of the picture of this on Ulta, or the listing for it on Ulta's website, and was like, I saw this and totally thought of you. It just shows how well you guys have gotten to know me. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, that definitely looks like a palette for me. Inside the palette, it's got a pretty nice size mirror, which I will try not to blind you with. And then these are the shades. They are absolutely beautiful. I kind of feel some of them are a little bit more autumn-winter for me. So I think today I'm going to focus over kind of towards this corner, although I do really like that purple called Duchess. It has everything I want in a palette. It's got a nice mix of mattes and shimmers. You've got some light colors, some darker colors. You've got some fun, like the dark blue and the dark purple. You could do like a really dramatic look if you wanted to, and it's got a matte black that I can use as a liner. So I haven't tried it yet. I picked this up at Ulta. Also really happy with the $16 price point on this because I don't really have money to spend on makeup this summer, but when I saw this, I couldn't resist. So I thought we could try it out together and see what I think. So I am sitting out here because the lighting in my bathroom is really yellow and really not good. So I'm hoping that sitting right next to natural light will make the colors and make the lighting just a little bit better. I do have it diffused a bit, believe it or not, but my blinds are almost completely shut. So that's shut completely, but then that's open, and I feel like that will get a little bit washed out. So I'm trying to find the right spot with the blinds, but I think this looks good. So getting into the palette, which I'm really excited to start trying and playing with. So they do have some really nice kind of light matte neutrals. So I think I'm going to go in with Scone right here. I love the names on these. I'm going to run through the names really quick. So Cheeky looks like a kind of shimmery gold. Big Ben is like a peachy matte. Cheers is slightly more of a light brown camel type matte. Tea is like a gunmetal silvery shimmer. Scone is almost like Cheers, just slightly less camel, a bit more beige matte. Palace is kind of like a beigey shimmer. Queen is a golden, almost coppery bronze shimmer, but slightly more like antiqued gold is Queen. London is a shimmery dark blue. Lolly looks kind of like a rose gold shimmer. Biscuit, slightly darker rose shimmer, so a little bit lighter. Lolly and Biscuit look very similar. They both look like rose golds or rosy shimmers. Lolly is a little bit lighter of a shade. Prestige looks kind of almost bronzy, slightly pinky bronze shimmer. Duchess is a dark purple shimmer. Lovely is a kind of, I don't really know how, it's darker than camel but not really brown. It's a very warm medium tone brown in a matte. Piccadilly looks kind of like a rose dark mauve type matte color, and then Crumpet is a pretty like cool toned brown, and then Posh is either black or a very, 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 very dark brown. As I'm looking at it, I think it might actually be more of a dark brown, dark brown than black. So I think I'm going to start with Scone, which is kind of that neutral brown beige color. So I think that will be good as a kind of base slash transition shade. I've got my mirror off to the side here. So that's what I'm looking at. It is coming up off the pan immediately, like I'm not having to dig into this to get color onto the brush. And I feel like that scone is going on really nicely. It is very light, so I think it's perfect as a kind of base and transition shade. I am getting a little bit of fallout, which I was worried about because I've already done all of my face makeup, so I do need to try to be careful of that. Compared to the Too Faced Natural Lust palette that was the last makeup video I think I did, it's definitely coming up off the pan really easily, at least in this matte shade, so I'm not having to dig as much. So I'm trying to go a little bit easy on that because I think that will help reduce fallout. Next, I think I'll try the crease. I think I'm going to try the Piccadilly, which is that nice kind of dark mauve. Let's do that in the crease. It's definitely coming up off the palette nicely. And I'm pretty impressed with the pigmentation. I've never used any BH Cosmetics palettes. There've been a couple that I've looked at over the years. Target will get them around the holidays in their little gift sections around the store. And then there was a movie collaboration for the film Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and I really did kind of want that, but it was only available online, and yeah, I just ended up not getting it. So I've looked at them before, but I've never tried them out. But so far, I'm liking it. So I need to play with blending this a bit better, because when I look up close, it's not quite how I want it. But that's definitely user error, not the palette. While I feel I have gotten significantly better at blending things into my crease, I am still by no means perfect. Blending is hard. Okay, so I think that's good enough for now. Now I want to play with some of these shimmers. I think I'm going to go in with Biscuit, which is it looks still kind of rose goldy, but just a little bit darker. Ooh. Definitely darker than I thought it was going to be. And I'm pretty impressed with how that's going on, actually. So I'm going to keep this towards the outer corner and crease. I'm really not having to pack that on the way I'm used to with some of my other palettes. So I'm very impressed. I'm going to try a lighter hand. Okay. Definitely darker than I thought it was going to be, and much more pigmented than I thought it was going to be, but I am liking that. I'm going to go back with the crease brush that was in Piccadilly, and I'm just going to kind of blend the crease a little bit more. I was going to try some of that Duchess along the crease, but I'm a little afraid to now, because this shimmer is just going on so nicely. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Lolly, which was the kind of similar color as this, but a lighter shade. So I'm going to go in with that along the inner corner and blend that to the center on top of Biscuit. I really do love the names of these. They just crack me up. That, I think, is looking nice. So I'm blending Lolly kind of out a bit across more of the lid just to brighten it up, because that Biscuit is a beautiful dark shade, and so I just feel like for Sunday lunch in the middle of the afternoon or middle of the morning, it's just about 11 right now. I don't want to go too dark, especially because it's spring. I think Biscuit I feel like Lolly is going to be a color I use more in the spring and summer. Biscuit will become more of a daytime neutral in the fall. I do love Biscuit. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me take a completely clean brush and just kind of blend all of that together. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. I'm going to, just for giggles, let's take some of Cheeky. Got a really fine brush. I'm just going to put some of Cheeky on my inner corner as a little inner corner highlight. And wow. Some of you have probably been using BH Cosmetics for a while now and are like, duh, Andrea, haven't you known this? I'm thinking, why haven't I tried this brand before? I'm loving the pigmentation and the fact that these shimmers are like really good shimmers. I barely have to do anything and I feel like I'm getting a really beautiful shimmer. I'm going to use some of that Cheeky. I've already got a highlighter around my brow bone, but I'm just going to right under the brow add some of that. Just because I can. I'm loving this. Okay, now we need eyeliner and mascara. I'm hoping that this is showing up as nicely. I feel like the lighting still isn't that great here. Maybe a little bit. So that's the look we're going for so far. I'm going to use Posh as a liner. Whew, that really came up. You definitely need a very, very, very light hand with these because I feel like I just practically gouged out Posh. So I'm gonna put that along. Wow. Dang. I was putting that along the lash line as a liner. And hot dang, that really works as a liner. Making a bit of a mess. I will have to clean that up in a moment, but wow. Like I barely have to touch that into the pan. That's just, I feel like that's just giving me a really beautiful smoky lash line. I really like that. Wow, wow. I definitely think, I mean, I've been pretty good with the fallout, but I do think in the future when I use this palette, like when I smoked out this one, it got onto my lower lashes. I'm kind of impressed about that. I'm actually going to do that a little bit more intentionally, I think. I definitely think in the future I will make sure that I have not done my base makeup first because I think the risk of fallout is pretty real. I'm just blending out the crease just a tiny bit more. And I feel like this look did turn out a little bit more glamorous evening than I intended, but I don't really care. So now I'm going to do mascara really quick. I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's just the one that I've got open at the moment. I've got a little mini one. Okay, I'm really liking this, guys. So there is the final look. Let me try to face the light a little bit more. So that's the final look. I'm really bad at doing these close-ups, but I'm really happy with that. I just think that turned out really nice. I'm really happy with that. I think shades that I'm definitely looking forward to playing with, Duchess in London, the dark blue and the dark purple, I think will be pretty. And I think I might try this a little bit lighter without using Biscuit next time, just using Lolly. But I also think Palace would be a really pretty color. There's so many really pretty colors, and I think you can do quite a few different looks while still kind of staying in that neutral kind of zone. So I think if you like neutral colors, you don't go super dramatic very often, but like the option for the few times that you do, I think this would be a really good little palette. I definitely feel like I will probably stay a lot of the time in these kind of 9 shades here, but I feel like these shades along the outside just kind of really make it more of an all-around palette. I had been planning on taking one of my Too Faced palettes with me to London, but I think this might be the palette that comes with me. It's a great size, it's lightweight, it has a good size mirror built into the palette, and this will do just about every look. Like, you could get like at least 5 or 6 just really basic, typical looks out of this, ranging from daytime to nighttime. So I'm pretty happy with this palette. And Sarah, thanks. This was a great call. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if the lighting out here did work a little bit better. I might just start filming makeup videos out here instead. I think that's my look done. I need lipstick. Let me go grab a lipstick. We'll just put on, this is my Sephora collection. What do they call this? I can't remember. It's their lip gloss, and this is in shade 05 Rose Petal. I've been loving this. I've had this lip gloss for a long time now, but it's just such a light, rosy, kind of basic color, and a super, super comfortable gloss. So I love this because it just wears down so nicely. So I think that's it. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. I would really appreciate that. Let's chat makeup down in the comments. Have you picked up this palette? Do you want this palette? Have you used anything else by BH Cosmetics? Should they be more on my radar than they have been lately? Are there any new makeup products that you are absolutely loving at the moment? I would love to hear down in the comments. And yeah, I will see you all soon in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye-bye.